Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to go over both activities 9 and activity 10 with you. Reason being is they are both extremely similar. In activity 9, you're adding fractions with unlike denominators, so the bottom numbers aren't the same and you'll be adding them. And in activity 10, which is our last activity for this week, you're going to be subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. So subtracting fractions that don't have the same bottom numbers. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with question number 5 on activity 9, and that's going to be 2/6 plus 1/5. And we know automatically this question is what I would consider illegal because the bottom numbers aren't the same. You cannot, it is absolutely illegal, it's not the right answer if you just add across because the bottom numbers aren't the same. So you cannot take 2 plus 1 and get 3 and 6 plus 5. You cannot do that. Don't do that. You have to find a common denominator. So for this one, I'm going to say the easiest method is what I've called before the partying method, where 5 is kind of bored over here, so he wants to come over and visit 6 and 2. So first she starts off, 5 starts off talking to 6, and then she starts talking to 2. So the 5 has gone and partied over here, got bored, came and talked to this buddy over here. Then 6 is kind of annoyed with 5 because she keeps talking. So 6 comes over here, and 6 is going to come over here at the numerator and the denominator. So he's come over here and partied 2 times. So one over her house, one over her house. So basically all I've done is I've taken the 5 and moved it over here twice, taken the 6, moved it over here twice. Next step is super easy. All you're doing is multiplying. So 5 times 6 is 30. So I'm done with that. 5 times 6 is 30. 6 times 1 is 6. 5 times 2 is 10. So what I've been left with is 10 30ths and 6 30ths. So if I were to keep on adding, I'm going to make this a little bit more organized for you. So what I have left, all I'm doing is I'm taking this and putting it down here. I have 10 30ths plus 6 30ths. Now it's not illegal anymore. The common bottom numbers, common denominators, we can just add right across. I get 16 over 30. I realize you guys can't see my answer, so I'm going to move this up a little bit. Okay, so I have 16 30ths right now, and I know that I can simplify this. So I can take 16 and I can cut it in half. So half of 16 would be 5, 6, 7, 8. And then half of 30 is 15. So my final simplified answer is 8/15. All right, let's start on the next question, which is going to be number 6 on your activity sheet. It's 7 8ths plus 2 ninths. Here it is. And I'm going to give myself an extra sheet of paper just in case I need a little bit more room to work. Okay, and in this case, I'm going to be using the exact same method. So I'm going to start off with the 9. The 9 is going to get bored one day, and she's going to walk over here and talk to the 8 and the 7. Then the 8's going to get bored and annoyed with 9 talking, and she's going to come on over here and talk to this 9 and this 2. So again, I've done the exact same method. All I'm doing is I'm taking this 9, putting it over here twice, taking this 8, putting it over here twice. Now my next step is to multiply. So 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 8 is 72. 2 times 8 is 16. And then 9 times 8 is 72. So I'm going to write what I have down here at the bottom. So I finally solved it. I'm just going to be rewriting it so it's a little bit more organized. So 63 72s plus 16 72s. And now I have to add. So the bottom number is always going to stay the same. So there we go. And then 6 plus 1 is 7. 6, 7, 8, 9. So now I have 79 over 62. And this is huge. And this is what's called an improper fraction. So I need to simplify this. So I know automatically 72 is going to go into 79 one time with how many left over? 72, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with 7 left over. And the bottom number is always going to stay the same. So your final answer here is going to be 1 and 7 72s. Okay, now I'm jumping down to the subtraction on activity 10. And I'm going to be starting off with 7/9 minus 3/5. And I'm going to get myself a second sheet of paper so that you can see all the work I am doing on this method. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use the exact same method I did last time. So I'm going to take 5, 5's board, it's coming over here twice. So it touches the numerator and the denominator. And then the 9 gets annoyed with the 5 because it's talking too much. So the 9 is going to come over here, touch the denominator and touch the numerator. Now, once I've done that, remember all I'm doing is taking this 5, putting it over here twice, taking this 9 and putting it over here twice. I just multiply all the numbers together. So 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 9 is 45. 3 times 9 is 27. And 5 times 9 is 45. Now on this time, I'm going to do the same thing. So I've got all my numbers. I'm just going to write it down here so it's more organized. So I have 35 over 45 minus 27 over 45. Now I need to just subtract these top numbers. So 35 minus 27. So I wrote it down here real small so I could do it real quick. I'm going to borrow from the 3 and get 2, 15. I get 8. My final answer is 8 over 45. There we go. All right, last one that I'm going to do for this activity is going to be problem number 6, which is 5/6 minus 4/7. I'm just going to tape this up here real quick and then we can get started. This one I'm sure everybody's dreading doing because nobody likes multiplying 6 or 7, but we can do it together. So I'm going to use the exact same method I have used every single time. Take the 7 and make it's bored, it wants to go party, it's coming over here twice to talk to 5, and then it's going to talk to 6. So took the 7, place it over here twice. Then I took the 6 and did the exact same thing. 6 is bored with 7, it keeps talking too much. It's going to come over here and talk to the numerator, talk to the denominator. Now I just multiply. So 7 times 5 is 35. Then I do 6 times 7 is 42. 7 times 6 is 42. And 4 times 6 is 24. Okay, now I'm going to take everything I got from here and I'm just going to write it down more organized here. So I'm taking these numbers and I'm going to write them in fraction form down here so it's a little bit more organized. So 35 over 42 minus 24 over 42. Bottom number's always going to stay the same, so I can put that 42 there. Now I need to subtract. So 35 minus 24, 1, 1, I get 11. So 11 42s is my final answer. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in with me and learning about adding and subtracting fractions. I appreciate it. Bye.